Hi, I'm your boy, the Media Prince, and I want to welcome you back to another epic season of great conversations, great laughs, great art, great stories, just plain old greatness, and we're here in the nation's capital. Welcome to Conversations with the Media Prince. What's going on, y'all? You're here with your boy, the Media Prince, and we are back for another episode of Conversations with the Media Prince. And like no other, we still have epic guests here that are orchestrating the culture here. This dynamic lady to my right is, let's just say, spits like no other. Like, she is a pillar here. She is creating waves, creating infrastructure, and setting the bar and the tone and the tier for female rap in the DC area. I'm talking about the one, the only, Pinky the Rapper. Hey, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, and I'm actually really excited to talk to you because you are at the forefront of not only female rap, but rap itself here in the DC area.
Yeah.
And you are one of the next ones that we know that's getting ready to be 2024. We know you out of here.
Yes, I am.
And so the exciting part is, as creators like me that fall in love with your art, this is exciting that we get to dive into your story because we love you, but now we really get to love you even more. So when did Pinky the Rapper even knew she had a love for music?
I say probably like 4 or 5 years ago. Just like my mom always told me, like, you got the gift of gab. Like, you could really talk yourself out of a lot of situations. You got away with words. And then just one day I was, with my cousins, and they turned on an instrumental, and I was actually good at it. Like, most people think that like I started off with poetry, but I never did poetry or anything. It's just like I dived right into rap. Head first.
Hey.
No helmet.
And also too, which is a big thing about you rapping, is your tone. Yeah. Her tone feels so good on a track. And I've been able to hear it in the studio, live in person. It's something you can't teach because everybody wants to be a rapper, and they forget that the key piece, I also say, aside from rapping and having great lyrics, your tone and how you project is key in it.
Yes.
When did you know you had that? Was that immediate as well?
That wasn't immediate because I hated my voice.
Really?
Like, I hated it. Like, I feel like it's something different for you to like just rap it like home and you just rapping it to your friend. But when you go in that booth, it's like a totally different. Like, I can't really explain it, but I know how I felt when I first heard my voice, and I wasn't a fan of it. I didn't like it. I'm not even gonna lie. This year is when I probably really felt like, oh damn, I do got a rapper voice. Because for a long time, I used to hear my voice, and I used to be like, turn it off. I don't want to hear it. Or I do a verse for somebody and be like, oh, okay, I don't want to hear it. But now I be in the car like, turn my shit on. Like, that's me. Like, I sound good. So it's definitely one of those things that you got to get like used to it. So I feel like the more my confidence had built up with me rapping, the more I was more confident about my voice too. Like my cadence and my pronunciation, like everything is, means a lot to me now. And
honestly, it feels like Pinky the Rapper is in her bag.
Pinky the Rapper is definitely in her bag.
Hey,
I need another one.
And it's coming. It's coming. What is that experience like to be in your bag?
Honestly, I'm gonna just give y'all the real. It's like one of those things where it's like, to whom much is given, much is tested type of thing, because I'd be a lie if I sit right here and just be like, I wake up every day on rapper time, because I don't. Like, I sometimes I get into those head spaces where I feel like I gotta make myself want to do it, even though it's a passion. But sometimes we as human, we fall in and out of love with things, and even though this is my passion and I love it, sometimes it do be like a little discouraging, because discouraging because females are running the rap game, and you see like the girls that just come up and they get that viral moment off of this one hit song, versus I feel like I've been rapping about 4 or 5 years and I got the songs, but it's just like God's timing is a real thing.
I love that.
So I stopped looking at it like that, and I just started looking at it like, it's not my time for me to, be where I want to be. Because honestly, when you get there, you don't even really be ready for it. And that's how I feel. Like when I got this, distribution deal, yes, it's a blessing. I'm still ecstatic about it, but it's like, no, you got to really work. Like 1,000 times harder. It's not just, now, you got these people, you got this, label behind you. Nah, like, they don't be impressed. Like, on the real, they don't be impressed. I make a song and I feel like it's that. They be like, yeah, you could come a little harder, though. And I can feel like this, like, one of my latest songs, but that's just what it is. Like, you really got to be mind, body, and soul prepared.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
Because we're in an era where everybody feels like they could just do it tomorrow. And I'm glad you touched on the key about with getting people behind you now comes more work.
Yes.
And people don't see that part. And I think that's really what makes that's where you really know if you're made for this or not.
Yes.
And that's why we see a lot of people break and we see a lot of people fold. I think what's so beautiful about your journey is, and what you just said honestly too, was like you've given yourself patience and grace to grow with your career and not trying to be an overnight sensation or something microwavable. And I think this is why people are gravitating to your artistry so much more now, because they can feel the authenticity with it, and it's organic and it's not rushed, and it's taking my time.
Yes.
Knowing that you are now one of the anchors of the DMV sound, which I also say people of your tier make really good music. Music.
Yes.
How important is it to make sure that you're also making sure that you're projecting why our music scene is so dynamic in your music?
Because we got this like stigma around us that, we have a DMV sound, and a lot of people don't really like the DMV sound. But when you really dive into the DMV sound, it's like nothing but hidden gems. It's like you lift up a rock and you just find nothing but like gold. And you just and it's a substantial amount of us, honestly.
Yes.
Like it is, but we in this generation where it's the drill music, the beefing, the negativity. That's what sells. That's what thrives. Like, that's what they want. But then you got this other, it's like, I'm not going to say segregation because, I like some of the drill rappers. I like a lot of them, I'm from Southeast, so it's like, that's what we grew up on. But then it's like you got on the other side, real artists, like real talented, headstrong, creative artists. And it's like, that's what I'm trying to turn into. I don't want to just be a rapper. I want to be an artist. Like, artists have a lot more, I want to say like longevity in it, because being a rapper, I feel like you limited to only, one sound, one thing. You just want to sound this type of way. But when you get around these other people, like the Flocks, and the Trails, and the Trippers, and the Champagne, like they challenge you. Like, these are rappers that challenge you, that make you want to feel like, but shit, I gotta step my motherfucking game up. But again, you gotta really lift that rock up to find us, because the negative shit outnumbers us. Like the drill outnumbers us. So you just gotta really be, prepared to step on that other side. Cause you step on that other side, they sharks to me. That's why I always tell myself I'm a shark. Like, I'm a shark. If you ain't a shark, you getting eaten. So I'm a shark right with them. So it's just one of those things, like.
And see, this is why I'm so excited to interview you, because we're also learning that Pinky is a student of the art. You're a student of the craft.
Of the game.
And you're studying and you're taking notes, and this is what you really are. This is your passion.
Yes.
And like we said, those hidden gems are the actual curators of what the authentic sound is here, which is good music. Because good music really comes from here. We got Marvin Gaye's, we got Addy K's, we got Pinky the Rappers. Like, those people that are really
Primo Rice's, because
And these are and the thing is, it separates you guys because you guys become musicians. You're musically inclined, and I think we're in an era now where you guys are now being sought after because people want to hear talent.
Yes.
And so they're running and they're knocking down your door.
Yes.
And I actually was just able to see this young lady just spit off the dome in front of a room full of record executives, just easy. What is that like when you're in your element? Because we were just chilling, having regular games. They gave you the microphone and you just went into a whole different space. Where do you go?
I'm going to be honest. I go into a state of shock.
Okay.
I'm going to be real because,
Really?
yes, and that's why I'm going to be real because you look at me and you'll be like, well, this is a spitting ass girl. She can rap. But I be nervous as fuck.
Really?
Yes, I know it's hard to believe, but I'm going to be so real. I be so nervous. Even before shows, I be nervous. But again, when it's a passion, it's just in you. So it's like, even if I'm nervous, the rapper in me be like, girl, let's go. Hurry up. We about to do this. Like, I don't care what you feeling. We're about to do this. So it's like, once I get to going, I can't stop. Like, now I'm in my element. I got to warm up to it, but I be nervous. I'm not even going to lie. I be nervous. But I'm nervous because I'm still very grateful for my talent, my talent. Like, I don't just because I know I'm talented, like, I don't just be like, oh, I know I'm the shit. Like, nah, I still know it's a blessing for me to be able to even rap like how I do. So it scares me a little bit, like, hold on, but I still, I shake and get into it. So yeah.
But I hope that stays because that's what I think is what people fall in love with. And I think that's what us, as far as too, what we love, what we do, that those nerves, I hope stay because those are like knowing that, okay, this is what we really like to do. It's our time. It's go time.
Yes.
And what's crazy, you said that too. A lot of people don't know this. These interviews, though I love to do them, and this is my chance to, like, as a creative, to dive into another creative story, I'd be nervous as hell too.
Yes.
I'm always good after the first question. But before the first question, woo, like,
yes,
when the lights,
like
and it's
that.
like, my man Shaba MLB is like, all right, we queuing in. My adrenaline is like, even down to like, okay, I'm about to do the intro. What's it? So I get exactly what you mean, but it's like you get into an element, and I experience like this shock tingle when I'm not here anymore.
Yes.
Do you?
I do. I feel that same way. It's like when you love it, you don't want to mess it up. It's like a child. It's very delicate to you. So it's like you want to do everything to protect this. Like, I want to do everything. Like, I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to make myself look crazy. Look, nobody else look crazy. So it's like one of those things where it's just like an out of body experience still. So yeah, I get what you're saying.
Okay.
100%.
Now let's get into this talented young lady's artistry. Since you've signed this deal, you have been throwing out stellar quality music and stellar quality videos.
Yes.
You're shitting on the game right now.
Thank you. I feel like I can
How does that
harder.
feel? And I know and I can see the critics are raving for this.
Yes.
How does that feel?
Honestly, sitting in this interview like right now, I feel like the best thing that could have ever happened to me was like Debbie taking me under her wing and putting me into artist development. That's the best thing like I could have ever did. Even when I sit back and I just, think about like, oh, well, I'm not here. I feel like that's the best thing I could have ever done because it just makes you appreciate stuff a lot more. So it's just like being in the midst of it, I still don't know it all. Like, I still don't have, like, I'm still learning stuff as I go. So.
And I love that you're open to learn.
Yes.
Because we come from an area where
everybody thinks they know it all. I'm ahead of the game. I got this. I got that. Like, no, I'm very much humble and still hungry. Like, when that hunger go away, so does the work ethic.
And we're going to be talking to Debbie later on in this interview. But you just said artist development.
Yes.
And to be honest, at this era in the game, those two words are very foreign to a lot of people, which is why we see so much microwavable things.
Yes.
People don't even know how to conduct the interview. They don't know how to present themselves.
Yes.
This, what you're looking at, ladies and gentlemen, is an artist
that's getting developed.
Yes, and she's being guided by somebody that believes in you and wants you to be. Because honestly, too, we forget that the artists also become representation of their management.
Yes.
So
yes,
if you're coming out here projecting trash, then they automatically think
they're gonna look past you and go to like, okay, so who behind you?
Who's doing and so the fact that. I will say this, and I don't want to dive all the way because I want to get Debbie out here to talk to you.
Okay.
But I do love that we're seeing something new with you guys and what you guys are doing as far as female rap and pillars here. And I think it's iconic and dynamic. And the thing I also love is that you also, with climbing up the ladder, you also bring and open up doors for other people too. And I think that's really why people love Pinky the rapper, even if she has to shit on you when she gets on the mic. What is some advice you've gotten on your journey that you think has really helped you?
I would say I'm told a lot, like, stay me, stay you, continue to be you. Like, I hear that a lot from a lot of people, because, you know, I feel like a lot of people get in these rooms and forget who they are. They feel like, you know, they gotta fit into what society want them to be or what the rap used to be. But it's like, if you trailblazing and making your own wave, stick to what works for you. You know, so I always say that a lot, and I really think like that's my whole motto, my whole image, just me being me. You're gonna love me for me. You either gonna like it or you not. But either way, I'm still gonna be me. Yes. You know, like I'm still gonna, you know, be the outgoing, shit talking, rapping ass. Like that's me, Southeast. Like that's I'm gonna be me. And a lot of people love that. A lot of people love it because they're not used to it. They used to, you know, the girls being one way on Instagram, and then when you get them in these rooms, they church mice. Like no personality, no anything. Debbie always let me know, like, keep your personality piece. Like
that's why we love it.
We love you. That's what matters. Like the music is, you know, it's only gonna take you but so far. Like, yeah, you got a hit song, yeah, you this, yeah, you that. But what comes after that? Like, nobody don't want no mean ass rapper. We trying to speak to you. They trying to take pictures. You mugging. You like you never want to be known to be, you know, hard to work with. She's a problem. She got an attitude. She mean. Even though I'm some of them sometimes, but now it's like now I'm paying attention more, and it's like the easier you are to work with, the more opportunities you'll get.
Yeah. Do you ever feel overwhelmed with having to show up as like your best self at all times because you're a female rapper? Yeah,
it's overwhelming. It is, but again, to whom much is given, much is tested. It's like when you ask for something and you get it, you gotta be willing and ready to, you know, take everything that come with it. So, yeah.
That's kind of refreshing to hear. You don't hear that quite often, that what people understand just comes with the territory.
Yes.
You usually hear the sob stories.
Nah.
So to hear that is refreshing, which is a testament to why this is where you learn if you're made for this or not. What's also beautiful about this is, though you're thriving and you're doing all of this amazing thing, you are also a very superhuman to someone. You're a mom as well.
Yes.
How do you balance that all out?
I have an amazing support system. I have an amazing support system, from his dad to my mom to his dad's mom to my sisters, like to a lot of people. Like I feel like everyone that comes in contact with my son falls in love with him. Like,
does he know his mom is lit?
I now, like, I feel like this year he found out who I was because my mom was playing my song. So now I be like, what's my name? He be like, Mommy. I be like, no, what's my other name? He be like, Pinky the rapper. Oh. Like, I got a real video of him saying that. I'm actually gonna put it on like a song. I'm gonna do a song and put him on that.
And that's generational wealth right there.
Yeah, he on the song too. Like, he on one of the songs that's gonna be on my album.
I love that.
Talking. But yeah, I have an amazing support system. Like, my family believes in me wholeheartedly.
Woo!
They do, and that's on
both
sides of the spectrum. That's his dad's side and my side. Like, they believe in me 100%. If I be like, oh, Mom, I need you to keep him because me and Debbie got this event, she like, girl, I'm tired, but okay.
I love that.
Like, his dad get him every weekend, literally every weekend he's with his dad.
I love that.
So
that also, the stars are aligned for you to win. I love that. Now, you just mentioned a word, album. Now, I know we gotta wait for it to come, but what is the journey like right now for you recording the album? What has this experience been like?
I would say If I had to give it a word, it would be like, I would say roller coaster.
Ooh, and I see the smile. You see the smile in her face. You can just tell this is some good stuff.
It's like a. I'm not gonna say roller coaster. I'm gonna say bittersweet. It's like a bittersweet thing because it's like I've been rapping for a while now, and you know everybody just know me off of the freestyles, and I'm just now putting singles out this year, but this body of work really gives people the okay to critique me how I'm really supposed to be critiqued. So it's like I'm happy to put it out, but then I'm also like, I don't know.
You're actually giving us your baby.
I'm giving you I'm giving y'all, you know, what makes me happy, what you know keep me going, and it's just like I don't know. Like I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited for everybody to hear
because
it. Like,
we're showing. We already because you could kind of get a little taste. We got a little taste from your freestyles. Like, will you could possibly play with here or could possibly do here. So the freedom you probably have with like actually creating a whole song that's just yours entirely and like going different genres or whatever you want to. I think that's the exciting part because now we're going to get to see going forward where Pinky the Rapper wants to go.
Y'all gonna see nothing but range.
Hey,
range, like it's range. I'm definitely not like boxed in. I'm not on a one sound thing, a one topic thing. I talk about a lot. It gets very like down to the nitty gritty, emotional. The emotions are high. Like you get all of that from me. I got a heartfelt song on there that's actually called Ward 8. Ooh. Yeah, it's a tough record.
That's our area. I know you can't get a title yet, but do you have a title for the project?
Yes.
Ooh.
I have a title.
So if all is projected to how you want, when are we looking to possibly, like what season would you say we will probably get the debut album from Pinky the Rapper?
I would just say like...
Or will it come 2024?
Yeah, 2024 for sure.
Okay.
And then some.
Okay.
2024 for sure.
Now, take us on to we know how that experience is like freestyling, get on the mic and like spitting what is it like being on stage and seeing people recite your music back to you and like jamming to your music?
I feel like it's just one of those feelings that I would never get used to that. Like when I'm writing, I write for others liking and what I like too. So when I write a song and I make a song and I fall in love with it, I don't always expect for everyone to like it. Like I go into thinking like, this might not be your best song to others. This may be your best song to you, but other people don't like it. Even I be in the studio with Debbie, it sometimes should be, I like that song, but it wasn't as, good as that song. So when I see people actually rapping my songs, I be like even my siblings, like my mom and my sister and all of them, when they be like, I'm about to talk my shit, I be like, oh, y'all really be listening to my stuff. Like, y'all really listen to my music. I love that.
And you make people get in their bag. Like,
yes.
You have the music that'll turn somebody into the self they want to be. like, you know what I'm saying? So that's also, you also provide an escape for people. And I say, those are the best musicians when you can become a vessel and people can live. They could be Pinky the Rapper.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
They could really be.
Because now it's getting to the point where it's like I have young girls in my DMs like, you my role model, you who I look up to. And it's just like, and me and my sister just sat in the car, we was drinking, and she was like, sis, you make music for the women that's, in the trenches, but they know it's another side to it. They know it's a different, something totally different on the other side. Like we understand where we come from, but we can't grow here no more. And I'm like, yeah, it is. Like I know who I am. I'm comfortable with who I am, but I know I can be something more. I know I can be bigger than what I am. I know that if I stay here, I'm not even going to be able to give y'all as much that I can. If I stay here, so I gotta leave in order to give back. I can't grow here as much as I want to.
How does it feel to be a southeastern region girl from Washington D.C. to now being a part of what we know here as the music scene? Like you're a part of culture now. How does that feel to be from someone from here to now you are that girl that you was hoping to get an opportunity from? You're now her in this city. How does that feel?
It's a hell of a feeling. I feel like I really still don't even view myself like that, but I am. I really am. It's a great feeling though. It's an amazing feeling to have people like be like, oh my God, it's Pinky, or can I get a picture, or you'll be rapping like shit. Like it's nowhere that I was just in Crafty Crab and a girl was like, yeah, cause you be rapping like shit. I knew that was you. I love you. I'm so proud. Like it just feels so good to know that it's a million girls out here that's like me, that come from the same circumstances, and they feel me. They feel where I come from. They don't feel like I shitted on them, no nothing. They feel like we are one. Like you made it, I feel like I made it. That's a great feeling for me.
Hey.
Make me want to cry sometimes.
Oh,
honestly.
And I wanted to tell you how proud I am of you. And we've met some years ago, and just to see.
Yes.
One thing I like about you, and I always say this, consistency. You are one of the most consistent artists I've come in contact with. Yeah. And, you know, we have these artists that like to take these 2 to 3 year dip offs and then jump out of nowhere. You actually stay consistent and you go hard in the paint. And I must give you your flowers with that, because that goes to show that consistency, like I know it's cliche, but consistency is key. And you're an example of why we say this cliche saying. What would you say thus far has been your 3 keys to success?
My 3 keys to success would be stay hungry, stay prayed up, and stay yourself.
Hey.
That would be my 3 keys.
I love that. Now let's get Debbie out here.
Yes.
Joining us now is the one, the only Miss Debbie Peyton, the manager of the one and only Pinky the Rapper. I love this. We get their off camera, their energy together is just so like it's what's the word I'm looking for? Like inviting. It likes you. It's magnetic. Yeah. And so to see you guys like your rapport, it goes to also why this relationship thrives. But I think the key to that. This relationship, and I wanted to speak on this because this is like rare that we get to see a thriving female rapper in our area be thriving the way she's thriving, and it's not a man behind her, it's actually a woman behind her. And I think what's dope and what I was observing off camera is this relationship is deep rooted in sisterhood. And that's rare. You see this in this business where 2 women can go far in this industry. What has that experience been like?
It's been a roller coaster. We're brutally honest with each other. And y'all sometimes will have no idea this type of stuff that me and Pinky talk to. It stays between me and her, but it's been a natural experience. You know, when I met her, I was like 8 months pregnant, 9 months pregnant. It wasn't even thinking about managing anybody. And the relationship just built from there. I kept seeing her, like running into her. And then I heard her music. So I actually liked her first. Ooh, and then I liked the music. I don't care about the music if I don't like you. So, you know, I found her naturally, and it was just like, kismet.
I love that.
Yeah, it was just meant to be.
Now, being as though this is a rare relationship as well, how many barriers have you guys had to go through with now them seeing you not only being represented by a woman, but a powerful woman? Because they'll try to test that in the industry.
All the time.
All the time.
We still go through it.
Yeah.
Like, literally, you'll have, like, and for the most part, it'd be like, I'm not going to say men, but you'll be surprised. Like, a lot of people are intimidated by our relationship and stuff because our relationship is deeper than music. Like, we have a genuine, like, friendship, sisterhood, like, more like a big sister type, you know, relationship. And it get tested. That's just like with any relationship. It get tested, but you gotta know your people, know your person, like know who you dealing with, know who you working with, you know, all of that. So we're gonna be cool.
I love that. It's just like Taraji P was just saying when they were doing their press run for The Color Purple about how she was picking her sister up and like showing her the ropes or taking her with her. Of course, she's not a manager, but if in that aspect, she feels like one on set. And just seeing her take her sister with her and like they going through the fire together. I feel like we're seeing this with you guys, and it's kind of inspirational because you're now showing other female managers and female artists that it's okay, that we can work together. We don't got to put a man in this equation, and we can get to the top. Yeah. How does it feel to know that you guys are breaking that barrier? Because right now you're the first.
For me, refreshing, because I work with a lot of males. I've worked with a lot of males over the years, and I was not interested in working with a female artist at all. Not for any of the catty reasons that everybody thinks. It's mainly because women, you know, we focus on our men, we focus on our kids. Like, the dudes got all that stuff too, but they still get onto the road. They still want to go do the hosting or whatever. So it's a little bit more complicated and requires a lot more patience. But it's been one of those situations with Pinky where it's just extremely unique. You know,
Cut a nigga off quick.
yeah, it's really unique, and I tell her everything. So it's like a lot of people walking blind with their managers when it comes to contracts or decision making or conversations. Like, there is none of that. I explain it all so she can understand whether she stays with me or not. She has the knowledge, or know whether I stay with her or not. You know, people grow, things change. She hate when I say that, but
I be pissed off. Don't say that to me, like, please.
Artists' careers change over time, you know, and sometimes, like, you get to a point where you can no longer help that person. So it's good to let them be free and get a manager that's better for them, or just different, you know. Like, I might still be day to day and we bring in somebody else that can get you on bigger stuff, but I'm still going to be the person with you every day. But there's going to be another person come in, they're going to have ideas, they're going to have opinions, whatever. So I just put that knowledge on her now, so it's no surprises or like weird, or she's just like, why would they say that? Oh, they're going to, you know.
And what's crazy is, as we see, clearly if you have a manager with the name Deb, you're going to be winning. How does it feel, though? Because this journey is, you guys both took a chance on each other, and you guys have been soaring. So even with trying to even grasp that you guys are creating a new infrastructure at the same time, you guys are winning at the same time. So it's like, do you guys get to reflect or like experience how much of soaring you guys are doing?
Yeah, I feel like we always talk back to like the first day we actually had like real work. Like, we left from Philly and went to New York in less than like, what, 24, 48 hours? It wasn't even that. Like, that's when I knew, like, okay, yeah, this is my person. She was on the same thing, like, listen, we going, that's just what it, like, we literally just got back home. I was asleep, she was asleep. I'm calling her, like, listen, we gotta go. She like, oh, we going, let's go. Get your stuff back, I'll be there, such and such. And it just, at that moment, I just felt like it works for us. Like, okay, you know, we on the same time, we on the same energy, like, it's genuine. It was just meant. I just always feel like it's meant. Like, it was just so meant. Like, even how we met, it was just like.
And I told you I've known Pinky for years, so of course I've known other people you work with. But I will say this, just from knowing you and the relationship, you feel very safe with Debbie.
I feel like now we have this, like, we so used to each other. And even, like, we haven't even been around each other, like, in these past like weeks. I distant myself because our relationship is so close, and she don't know, like, I don't want to like tarnish it, or I don't want to mess it up. Like, it's really something. Like, now we to the point where we be jealous over, like, oh, well, are you with your friends? Like, yes, arguing last night. I'm in the bar and she at another minute. I'm like, are you with your friends? Or I be like, are you acting weird? And she be like, girl, I've been on the phone. Like, yeah, I haven't talked to you. Where have you been at? You haven't said anything, nothing.
This.
Like, but that's just really how our relationship is now. Like,
I love this. And I think what's also dope is you guys are showing that friendship and business can work.
yes.
Yeah.
And you're also showing too, and I think what they should need to take away from this is you guys understand business.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm very hard,
Yes.
very crucial, very critical, all of it. Check. In the friendship part, it doesn't matter to me. Like, the emotional part, that's something we had to work on, because
Yes.
our personalities are like night and day when it comes to the emotions. Like, Pinky is very much like, well, I feel like, and I'm like, look,
I don't care.
this is what I do. You know,
Right.
like, but it's like training mentally, because it's an industry that can be very, very harsh, you know, very critical, and they won't care. You know, I don't personally want to work with anybody I don't care about. But there will be plenty of people who she works with that don't care. That's just what they do. It's very strict, like boom, boom, bye, peace out. Don't care what happens to you after this. So a lot of the times when I am that critical about the business stuff, I know like she has so much potential, so many things she can get to, but there are going to be so many barriers to knock down before that, you know. So I just want to make sure like the skin is tough, because I learned my lesson the hard way a long time ago, years ago. You know, like, okay, nobody cares about your feelings. It's okay.
How does it feel to know that you are building a giant? Like when it's all said and done, when she gets to where she gets to, she's going to know all the ropes thanks to what you've taught. How does it feel to know that you are creating a giant in the game?
It is continuously motivating for me to like build my network more, or like learn more so I can teach her. And I know like I believe in it so much. I feel like finally, you know, because I had so many artists before Pinky that just, they don't listen. They ain't want to get to that next point, or get to that point where it's like, this is your schedule nonstop. Me and her had a time like that. So it's been like, we got breathing room. But now to know, like, knowing I'm behind that, my goals are personal. You know, and I really think that's what makes a good manager. So the managers who act like it's all about the artist, like, what is your career though? You know, where do you stand in this business? Because I'm really a manager. That's really what I do. I told her I did it before. I'm still going to do it. You know, I think if you have that kind of mindset too, everything they do, every accomplishment they make, you just like, yeah. You know, it's like, I want to do more.
And isn't it kind of, I want to say this too, because I know you had a hesitance of working with a female artist. Isn't it ironic though that the female artist is the one that listened and soared with you? Because
I've had quite a few before, like I won't even name them, but it's always been that reason. You know, it's a man that stops you from working, or you're not financially motivated. Like, you believe it or not, like sometimes women are not financially motivated to like really get to that bag, because it's going to take a lot for you to put in for that. And you want to go to brunch, you want to go to your friend's house, you want to go see your man. All that stuff is in the way. It's a distraction, you know. And like when Pinky was saying, like her and I we don't hang out as much. We got a 10-year, 11-year age difference too, you know. So like where she is sometimes, I'm like, don't go to the club. That's messing the bag up. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling y'all, if you go all the time, they ain't gonna pay you the same. Okay, you're here for free. So now it's like, knowing that it's a female, but it's not even about male or female anymore. It's just about somebody I genuinely care about. They really got the talent. Sometimes you don't have both. You know, sometimes I really like the person, but they just okay. Like they don't have star quality, but she has that. Tell her that all the time.
Oh yeah. Well, I just want to say this. You guys are doing a fucking dynamic job. And if no one is telling you, Media Prince is telling you that you guys are doing amazing. Where you guys are soaring to is opening doors for other girls like you. And you guys are now a part of infrastructure within the music scene here. So, job well fucking done.
Thank you.
But let's get to the fun part, because these two ladies are hip-hop heads. So I want to play my famous either or game with you guys, where I give you two hip-hop legends. The person you say stays. The person you don't say never existed, never made music. Do you think you're ready? You think y'all ready? Okay. Now for you guys, I'm going to give y'all 2 passes. After the 2 passes, y'all are short. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Tupac or Biggie?
Pop. Biggie.
So Biggie stays, Pac stays. Okay. Jay-Z or Nas?
Jay-Z.
Okay. Eminem or J. Cole?
J. Cole.
Eminem.
J. Cole stays, Eminem stays.
Yes.
Okay. Common or Andre 3000?
Andre 3000.
Andre 3000. One day.
Kendrick Lamar or Drake?
Kendrick. No.
Drake.
I'm gonna have to say Drake.
Okay, Drake stays. Drake stays. Okay. Lil Wayne or Kanye West?
Ooh, pass. Pass.
I'm not even going. I told you. I'm
Debbie.
have to say Wayne. You know, and I love Kanye, but Wayne is just like a part of why I'm into this. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
T.I. or Ludacris?
I'm gonna have to go with I'm gonna say Ludacris because he got some bangers. I love all his old beats that fire.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say T.I.
Okay. So let's move on to the ladies. Nicki Minaj or Remy Ma?
Please. What?
Onika.
I'm a bar, please.
Yeah. Nikki.
Okay, that
I'm
was easy.
insulted.
That was easy. Okay. Little Kim or Trina?
Pass.
Your 2 passes is done.
I'm gonna pass on that one.
Okay,
That's my one
first pass.
Yeah.
Okay, Eve or Foxy Brown?
Eve.
Definitely Eve.
Okay. Cardi B or Megan Thee Stallion?
Megan.
Megan.
Okay. Doja Cat or Lotto?
Doja. Please. And I love Lotto, but come on now, it's Doja,
Yeah,
that girl.
Doja.
Okay.
Artist,
Yeah,
man.
she's
And
different.
her performance is just crazy.
Okay. Let's do one last for the ladies. Yeah, they killed it so far, and she used her 2 passes, still doing good. Missy Elliott or Left Eye?
Missy.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this was the one, the only Pinky the Rapper and Debbie Peyton. Please let them know where they can follow you at and where they can find you.
You can follow me on all social media platforms at PINKYTHA, because a lot of y'all be putting the E, THARAPPER_ Pinky the Rapper.
Hey.
And y'all can find me in her bio. So make sure you
I love that. I like to leave them off with one token that they can just, or nugget that they can leave off with. What would be one motto you could leave them with?
You get out what you put in. Put in 50%, you're gonna get 50% back.
What about you?
Mine would be, don't take everything personal.
Oh, I love that. Conversation with the Media Prince. Shop at MLB. We out.